Well, welcome in, Railbirds. I have achieved the unachievable. No, not really. Got the semifinals moved because finals that's going to be here won't play until after this match is over. I'd like to welcome you into the 2023 Western BCA 8-Ball Championships. We're coming to you live from the Chinook Winds Casino Resort in Lincoln City, Oregon, right on the coast. This is your semi-final match for the Elite Division. Steve Lingelbach and Stan Tourangeau. I'd like to thank our Fun Day sponsors. CSI Q Sports International, Bigglebox, Legends Billiard Room, Side Pocket in Eugene, Linex, Rose City Billiard Club, Savage Billiards, Strikers, The Trough, Players in both Kennewick and Everett, Washington, and Railbirds. And your stream sponsor, Ox Billiards in Seattle. Thank you all for your support. We are playing CSI Rules 8-Ball. It's alternate break. Rack your own. You can use template rack or the wooden triangle, whichever you prefer. It's always open after the break, regardless of what you make. 8 on a break is not a win or a loss, and it is called ball in pocket. With that, here is Steve Lingelbach at the table, looking down solid stripes here. Come backwards with this 11 to. I'd like to come back out, yeah, right up in there for the 15. He's a little far, and that's all right. He still has the 12 ball. He may pull this right into the 8 here or into the 15. That works too. He'd like to have hit the 8 because then it just holds the cue ball right there for the 15, 13, 8 on the other side. But I look for Steve to make this work. It's basically 700 Fargo. These guys are, hopefully see a lot of table running. James Big Daddy DeVee is sitting in the hot seat waiting for the winner of this match. Oh, yeah, Steve is not happy he ran into that ball. If it doesn't, the cue ball probably gets back over for a shot on the 13. Side pockets were really big there with the with that angle that he had on the 15. He's called it up in the corner. I think he's going to try to kick one rail and maybe pinch it off of the 6 up in the corner. He may just kick it straight in too. Really depends on where he can get into that rail at. And it looks like that's just for where he's measuring it. That looks like it's just a straight cut the 13 in. All right. Let's open this table up for Stan, the highest rated Fargo rated players in the Pacific Northwest. He's 3 points away from not being eligible to play in these events. Pretty sure they cut it off at 725. You see there on your screen, Stan is a 722. I am your host, Sherry Ross with Railbirds Productions. Big shout out to all of the volunteers of the Western BCA who make these amazing events happen twice a year, not just one, two. Make all the decisions, talk to the people to find out what the players want, and you know, the relationship that all of these couple of decades that they've built with the casino is what really makes this event what it is. Thank you all for all your work. Stan just picking these off like ripe fruit hanging from a tree. Steve's got like a lineup of drinks over there. Somebody just brought him one. He's got all his drinks lined up in a row. It's pretty funny. Like 4 cups over there, stuff to drink. I know those guys. Yeah, they. Do they got the right one down there? And with that, Stan first game. While Stan is racking over there, a good time for you to go like and subscribe. Be sure to share the stream. Let everybody know we got this match on right now. Ring that bell so that you get notified when we go live for the next match, which is going to be your finals. Yes, Snooker, yes. These guys are pros. As a matter of fact, now, this is an amateur event, and they're as close to that pro line as you can get, and a lot of people would consider Stan a pro. Thanks for asking, Snooker. We know it's you. I'll take that paper, though. I need a sheet of paper. Thanks, Ed. Ed Slade, one of your board members. If you see your board members or anybody here that is one of the volunteers that makes this event happen, be sure to tell them thank you. Mostly what they hear is negative and drama and stuff like that. They need to get thank yous. You need to feel appreciated. Tell them, I appreciate you and all of your work. All right, Steve's eyeing up this combination here. 2-3 into the side pocket. James, I don't know what I would do if Snooker didn't ask if that's when he didn't do that on like the first day. We thought for sure it was aliens had abducted him because he didn't say, are these guys bros? That's how we know it's the real Snooker. Snooker. All right. Does Steve have... he's looking at where his cue ball's going to come in. He needs to be able to check this ball up off the rail just a little bit to hold it for the 2. And he's done that nicely. 5 passes, everything. The 4 goes on in either corner. Getting to the 6 ball. He can come in between the 9-14. And you may see Steve head down there for that 6 ball right here. Go from the 6 to the 5 to the 4 to the 8, or from the 2 to the 6 to the 4 to the 5. I think it's a little bigger opening to get... Oh, he's going to draw back for the 4 now. Will he run this up past that and try to get the short side between the 8-14 for this 6? Does he have angle where he's going to rub the At 12 just a little bit. You don't want to do that and mess up your 5 ball. This is a touchy little shot here. Hey, you still got that piece of paper? I need it. Oh, look at that. It just curled just the tiniest bit right into that 14. I knew he had a little bit of an angle, but I don't think, Steve didn't think it was going to come out that far either. You do everything you can to make sure you don't lock up that 5, and he still has that 5 as an option here, but what do you do with the 6? If you make the 5, there's no future. He's got to really create something with this 6 ball here. The 5 out in the open, it's the easiest one to get a shot on. So yeah, just kick it in and get out. Well, it's a nice effort. Went to 2 rails to try so that he would push the 14 out of the way. And yeah, there seems to be a lot of this janitorial work going on this table lately. All right, Stan's starting out with this long shot on. I'm pretty sure he's shooting the 11 to get it out of the way of the 13. He could be shooting the 10. Not even shooting a 10. Okay. Um, does this 13 go? Well, I would show you, but I would say Stanley's in the way, and it looks like the 13 passes the 11. Just slide off just a little bit. Pop and stop, whatever he wants to do, and get that angle. Yeah, to the 12, and then the 15, and then the 9, and then the 14. No, maybe he's coming a little too far for being able to cut. It looks like there's room for that 12 to be able to cut in the side. If it doesn't, Stan's gonna play the 15 and then come around for the 9, 14, and then to the 12 and shoot the 12 in that upper left-hand corner on screen. If it goes in the side, he'll play the 15 in the side maybe and come back over for it. There's something about it he just doesn't like. Nah, I think he's going to cut this 15 in and come over and take care of the 9 next. Well, he's playing the 12, past the 8. He's going to settle for this combination, 14-9 combination. So I don't think the 14 passes between that 9-6. Okay, well, he slid over and he's got the 9. I never try to guess what Stan. I will have to when I'm sitting here, but Stan plays a different pattern than, I mean, everybody does, but I don't think there's anybody on the planet that would play the same patterns as Stan does. He's got that creative mind. He's been playing for so long. He sees shots that a lot of us haven't even had the opportunity to dream yet. All right. James DeVee making his way in the room, get ready to start warming up for the finals. Chalkbox Production wants to know, will the Elite Finals be here? It will be the match immediately following this one. It is scheduled for 2 p.m. That's why I had this one moved here, because the next match here can't start until this one's over. Might as well give it to you all with commentary and audio and not just on our bonus coverage table. 8 ball inside is not a win or loss. This here would be an option for Steve. He has the option of spotting that 8 ball up, and spotting it would actually be behind the 12 here, and taking the table as it lies, or re-racking and re-breaking. And he can put that 8 up there, look at the table, and then decide. Just because he spotted the 8 doesn't mean that that's what he has to do now. And had he done that and scratched, it would have been Stan's option. James James Brinson bringing up the motorcycle accident that James DeVee was in probably about 12 years ago, maybe a little maybe longer than that, and he was laid up in a hospital, basically head to toe body cast for months. Guy played great before the accident, but I think it just gave him that, taste that I'm going to do what I love. Sometimes something like that just really brings out somebody's passion, and for him it was pool. I mean, he worked in the pool hall before then. That's where we met him, was working in a pool hall um, in the Kirkland area. Sean Finney's pool room, to be exact. All right. Well, first time Stan coming to the table for his first shot of a game, and it isn't just open season on ducks. We are we have been working on a special guest remote commentator for the finals that's next. As long as everything goes smoothly, Scott Frost will be stepping in remotely to call the shots for that match with Kevin and maybe somebody else. Maybe me, maybe not. I don't know. So be sure you've got your popcorn, your drink, and all of that stuff. And your napkin for when we make you laugh so hard you spit out your drink. For that match, because you're not going to want to miss a second. James Brinson must know if table's looking like having an open table so that you can come practice near. Being that today is singles finals and teams don't start till tomorrow, there should be tables open. I mean, as you see, well, my table number 10 right now has got people practicing on it. Table 9, or table 8, table 7 are being practiced on. Yeah, so we've got, at least right now there's a few, and it should stay that way, have open tables. Thanks, Bob Robbins, for catching my error there. And guys in the chat room letting me down. Had the gold division up there on the screen. Why is it not updating now? Okay, for some reason it is not updating. I'm trying to get that fixed, but yeah, it's not wanting to update for me for some reason. Kevin apparently was trying to tell me too, but yeah, for some reason the program is refusing to update. There you go. Thank you, sir. That's why you have to have a Kevin, so that he can just log in and fix it from wherever he is. Oh, he's going to get in there too on the 12. That was a really nice effort there by Stan, but I think he has let Steve see this 5 ball. Yep, that is why a Kevin is a must. And I'm glad I've got the Kevin and none of y'all do. Alright. What is Steve going to do about this 4 ball? He is a great banker. Guy plays all games. He loves one pocket, so he's very crafty and creative himself. So I wonder what he has come up with for this 4 ball. And here's a guy that when they were starting the Calcutta for this, they said that he was going to be he was going to drop out and that he was going to be a scratch. And he decided to stay in, and here he is playing in the semifinals. Bet he's glad he didn't back out now. He's going to go forward here and try to run into it here. And he's opened it up, and oh no. Well, I think it does have an alley to bank between the 13, 12. Stan just went over to look to see if it goes up in the corner. And actually, it looks like it does. Yeah, I thought that 13 came over, or that 14 came over further than that, but it looks like he's got an alley. That was a very nice shot. And you gotta try and weave this ball back and forth. Yeah, because he's got to miss the side pocket, come between the 8-15 there, or the 8-11. Miss the side pocket and get back out for the 2. This is a really big ask. He may decide to draw it for it more and come down table and try to get on that 2, like say in the side pocket, 9 ball. This makes it a little bit tight. Well, I think you're going to probably see Stan play a little bit. He may make a ball or two. I don't think so. I think he's going to go right at this. He's come off the side of the 12. He would like the cue ball to go into the end rail, pocket the 4, and then come off the 4 and just snug up on that 14. Get real friendly like, ask her to marry you. Hello, Paul. Welcome in. Yeah, okay. Well, Stan has decided he wants to, because he can't follow that 4 in with the 14, and that's what he's going to do here. And if the 14 hangs, he just, you're going to leave Steve right there. Uh, okay, he went for the just straight out safe there. He was not trying to pocket that ball. Paul, I've never heard. So isn't it 2 pocket 1 for each player? It is, but each player gets 1, so you get 1 hole, so it's 1 hole. James is warming up over on that bonus coverage table. You say he's going 2 rails at this. Just a little bit too deep. That safety earned Stan ball in hand. So he can go be a cleaner again. All right, shot on the 14. He's probably just going to roll this, and I would get to the 13 because it's off the rail just a little bit more. Oh, he's going to bump it. That works too. If you can run into him, he controls ball. At this level, these guys control balls so nicely when they run into him. I'm looking to just, getting that shot on the 13 to open up the 12. So I may go over there and challenge James to a game or two, get him in that heat of battle stroke. He may not want you to. I don't know. Yeah, just pop this in, cue ball right there, or even back an inch or two for the 8 right there where he's standing. Or not where he's standing, the corner on that side of the table. All right. Jumping out to a nice lead here, 3-0. Stan Tourangeau versus Steve Lingelbach. When you're in Seattle, please stop by, check out the Ox Billiards premier pool room in the Pacific Northwest. Doing lots of great things for pool. Mike and Christian, the Western BCA and Railbirds sent you by. All right, 1 ball is down. Looking at this table, I think I like stripes. I think Stan will too because of that 12 ball. 8 ball is in a little bit of trouble there, but it does go into the side. And the 9 ball does give you options of moving the 8 ball too, should he decide that that's what he wants to do. Oh, I think he was going for the 12 next, but I think yeah, he can still shoot this jacked up over the ball the other side. Leave himself for the 11. I'm looking and see, not just, I'm leaving my cue ball right here to shoot the 11. He's got to make sure he's not going to, get himself messed up with that 15 or something after, when he goes to shoot this 11. He'd like to be able to just slide down to get down table. He's got to take care of that 13, 14. The 15, he may use that 15 as his out ball because it puts him on the low side of the 8 to just shoot it past the 5. Was he trying to hold that for the 9? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not trying to get inside that brain. He's got the 15. The 9 doesn't look like it passes that 7, so it's a little bit of a problem ball itself. All right. He's calling for that cue ball to hoe there a little bit. $14, $13 in the same pocket. Nice angle to be able to get down to the bottom of that 9 ball to play it. He can come a couple rails, try to get behind it, play it in the side. I think you're trying to go just, one rail right over there at it. You may spin a couple around. Try to come in between the 8-4 if it's a possibility. Just like that. And look at that angle to be able to slide out to the 8 next. Ended up pretty much picture perfect. Sorry about the vibration on the camera this week, guys. I think they've got some construction or something going on in the building, and the table has been vibrating. And of course, the camera our tripod is sitting on the table. All right, there we go. Nice run by Stan Tourangeau. I bring Steve up for the break. Thanks to Chinook Winds for all that you have done over the decades for the Western BCA and its players. And with having this here, what it has done for the city and its revenue. All right, Steve going with the cut break again. Last time he broke, he did make the 8 on the break. And, a lot of people may have decided, because of how clustered up that last time Steve broke was, may have just elected to break again. But at that point, he was in control of the table. There's no guarantee that you're going to pocket a ball on that next one, and maybe you break them wide open, you scratch, something silly happens, and you give Stan an open table. So that would be, and my why he he elected to take the table like it was and not re-break. He was already guaranteed he had control. Jesse, you're funny. Jessley Snipes says he's going to wait one more game and then he might bet on Stan. Anybody want that action? Looks like James has decided now he's going to work on his break because that is a big part of this. And he is using the template rack. He must have been listening to Kevin say that's where the money is. Seeing a lot of people out here with these new universal combo turtle racks. Is this 11 go? Looks like the 11 goes. I was wondering, I thought maybe Steve was trying to break it out there and missed it, but the 11 goes, and so I'm going to assume, and we all know what that means, that Steve was not trying to break those out. Dirty Hippo, yeah. Turtle rack that racks, he's like, Universal Combo Turtle Rack, huh? Yeah, a turtle rack that you only need one for all the games. For a while when these template racks first came out, they were making separate racks for each game. And they've decided, well, we don't need to do that. People aren't really wanting to carry multiple of these racks around in their cases and stuff. So they, added little pieces here and there so that you can rack any game with them. I think Steve's looking at trying to wedge stand between this one and the rail. He's got him in there pretty well. I'd show it to you, but you wouldn't be able to see because, Stan's standing right in the way. He's just going to touch this one, and oh no, he was able to shoot the 3 out of there, and he's got Steve locked up. Right, calling the 10. That's in the hole. What a shot, Steve. Oh no! That was a beautiful shot, Steve Lingelbach. How they rolling? If you're here, you're going to want to be in this room in just a little bit. If you're in the Lincoln City area, 2 o'clock is that scheduled start time for the Elite Finals. It's final day, all day today. So that is the first one we'll start with because, of course, it is the smallest division. James is crushing the break over there with his warm up. This is looking like it could be a short match. Kevin may not even get back on time. Oh, wait, I think I got a message saying I'm on my way. Nope, that's not what it says. One rail straight up in between. No, he's spinning it around between that. He didn't want to take the chance of running into the 13. This 8 ball for a 5-0 lead. Stan trying to make a point here. We all know it. We've been watching you play for decades. Letting him know, the old dog can still fight. Still got game. And I think he's even learned a few new tricks, too. Dirty Hippo says he's glad he's not playing Stan. Yeah, he's on. It's a pleasure to watch when they're on their game. It just they make the game look so easy. Is that 3 gonna go? That's a dry break by Stan. And of course, Steve is coming to the table with not a whole lot to start with here. He either forgot to go to church or forgot to go to the bakery. I'm not sure which one. Because he is not getting any of the rolls. Yes, that is correct. James DeVee put Stan on the B side. That was your point match, winner side finals, chair match, whatever you want to call it. Hot seat. James has won these elite divisions a couple of times in a row, 2, 3, whatever. And as we put that at a part of that time, Stan was not here. But the way James has been playing, he just got done winning the Platinum Division at the CSI World event just a month ago, which he has won back-to-back years. Now that was 9 ball and not 8 ball, but yeah, he's a lover of all games. All right, 5 ball has been called. Looks like the 2 does go into the side pocket. But once he shoots this combination, he can just, kind of drift at it a little bit. The cue ball is going to be moving that way anyhow. I just caught that. Just caught it full. Stan's got some work to do, especially now that that 5 came out and took up a pretty nice piece of real estate for a shape on the 8. Now you got to find yourself either low or high of the 5 or between the 5-2 or somehow loosening up a little bit, little WD-40 on that. All right, I think so going at the 2-8 here. Try and end up with the shot on 9. Yep, and that has worked out beautifully for Stan. Doesn't have to shoot this 9 right now. There is a nice gap between that 5-8 form to where he's got pretty good space where he can get position. He's going to draw off of this 14, probably over to off the. I thought he would just go to the side rail, but yeah, going for the 12. But now that he's ended up pretty straight on it, he may not shoot the 12. He may shoot the 11 or the 13 and then the 12 and then the other one that he doesn't shoot to get on the 9 to come out for the 8. Nope, he is going to shoot the 12. Got a little bit of angle. He's looking at following forward with the way he's cueing this. No, it looks like he might be digging into it a little bit. Yeah, going forward. Draw for the 11, for the 13, same side pocket. Checking that gap right there between the 5-8 that I was talking about. It looks like he doesn't have the angle where he can just hold it. Yeah, he's got to go to the rail and back over, and he's spinning it. There's a side pocket there, Stan. Holy smokes. Yeah, during the doubles, I don't know what it was with Stan. He was struggling hard, and I mean here it's different because he knows he shoots every shot. He doesn't have to, get his partner perfect. But Stan likes to even just get Stan perfect, and sometimes that bites you. But he was having a problem with scratching during the finals of the Scotch doubles. Yeah, Stan, he's a nice guy. I don't care what y'all say about him. No, I know y'all don't say bad things about him. He just didn't want Steve to have that goose egg over there. Jay says, I guess he's talking about Steve. Just got done with being in Vegas with his booth and everything there at their Biggle Box. If you don't know, Tim and his wife Carissa Biggs, their names combined, Biggle Box. So says he's had no table time, no practice, just. And that may have been another reason. I know I was talking to him. He said he was having some back issues and stuff too, so with some arthritis that he may be having to have surgery on. And going through, this is backbreaking. If you've never been through a pool tournament, even just a weekly tournament, if you have any kinds of issues with it, this is just absolutely excruciating. Saw him there pick his leg up. I think you might have seen it there. I think stretching out his lower back. And nobody home on the break there. All right, looks like Stan Trying to figure out which one of these he's taking next. Everything's got pockets. Some of it's just some of your own stuff is in your own way. You play the 7 here. You can play the 1. I think you can play the 6. Everything goes. There's just a little bit of close quarters on some of the shots. I know what it was. Stan let him have that AO game because he wants the match to stretch out a little bit more, so they're still in like the heat of battle. There isn't enough so much cooling off period before the finals. That's smart thinking. And that was really quick work of that rack. Everything was just laying real, connect the dots, and Stan will be breaking on the hill. That wire space got it right. It's either a dry break or the table has sprung a leak. All right, let's see how this break goes for Stan. He's usually got a really solid break. As you go, see the cut break, made a ball, and the 12 does go. Not sure that he has a whole lot other than shooting the 12. Just looking at the 4. I don't know that I like I mean, with the solids, you can break the 211 up with those balls by the side pocket. For me, it would be more about the 113. Which one of those balls, if either of them goes. And if neither of them goes, which one has the best opportunity for breaking it out. If he decides he wants solids, even though he doesn't have one, he can shoot it directly here if he can't shoot the 4. He could shoot a stripe into the solid. You can do that. The only ball you can't start with is the 8 ball when the table is open. That's what told you during the rules. It is always open after the break. And now I think Stan just called this 12 in the side off of the 113. He is starting with this super tough shot to open up the table. Oh, no, he called the 1. There we go. Is that 13 going to stop? Yeah, it's Stan Tourangeau. He's a tricky guy. He's crafty. Open. Oh. Ooh, I think he just got that. Where the 7 goes. 2 will go to the other corner. You see that there. It was a pretty spiffy shot he shot there, wired space, wasn't it? Yeah, I definitely, well, I can't say definitely, but I don't think I'd have been shooting that shot to start with. But it allowed him to open this up, and he's going to close this match out if that comes around the 8, and it just got there. It is snugged up on the 8, but it is on the right side of the 8 where he can still shoot this 5 ball. And cut it just a tiny bit so his cue ball can go into the rail and back out for the 8 ball. Steve Lingelbach says, I've seen enough. He's going to hit his, oh, he's going to smack him in the butt. Yeah. Goose. All right. Congratulations to Stan Tourangeau making his way to the finals, and a great tournament for Steve Lingelbach. 3rd place finish. Thank you all for joining us. That'll be it for this one. We'll be back at 2 o'clock with your Elite Finals. James DeVee and Stan Tourangeau. Thanks for joining us.